We will try to get Waukesha police on the phone with us. Obviously, they're probably very busy right now, but perhaps there will be a spokesperson who will be able to educate our viewers about what they are doing with this situation right now as we continue to monitor this and get updates from Jessie. And also, she mentioned that our Jody Becker is there as well, and I do know that we had an update or some information from Jody saying essentially the same thing, that the students had received a text alert to the situation going on.
As far as where specifically this is occurring, oh, I'm sorry, Jessie, are you still with us?
Yeah, I was just going to add that it's not just that it went to one student. It's now I received the same alert as a professor, and a number of other students have received the same alert as well. I think those who didn't, it's just because of poor cell phone reception.
Sure, so some sort of mass text alert has gone out to the student body or anyone who would be registered within the university. Okay, and you indicated it was the spot that they were looking at was near the tennis courts. Barstow, I've got that up on our computer here again. I'll widen out the map so you can see where in relation, if you're not familiar with Waukesha. The campus is just south of the primary downtown area, so here's downtown. And then here is the Carroll University campus. The spot that Jessie was talking about where this sighting occurred, this is Barstow Street, and the tennis courts obviously right over here, and a couple of campus buildings located nearby, right in the heart of campus.
And Jessie, if you're still with us right now, if you could just give us more information about, can you give us some perspective about this location of campus that we're talking about?
Yeah, I know enough for me to get to where I need to get to, but my understanding, the tennis courts are over by the football field, and so those of you who know the Barstow football field, which is also sometimes for high school games, that it's next door or adjacent to where the football field is, which is on sort of the other side of campus than a lot of the buildings. There's a main square area, and this is on the other side. So, you know, most of the students, if they are in their dorms or if they're in a classroom, they would be in a different part of campus.
Where are you, Jessie?
We are in one of the academic buildings. You know, to be perfectly honest, I don't want to say exactly where our location is, but we in a building where we're feeling. And there are lots of other students and lots of other professors here, and you know, we're feeling we're all safe.
And Jessie, just to give our viewers a perspective, how many students are in the classroom with you right now?
I have 11, and then Jody back here in the classroom with me as well. As I mentioned earlier, if anybody's doing Carroll, had Jody today from 20 WTMJ. And she was full of answering some questions from the students when the text message came in. So right now there are 13 of us, 11 students, 30 and myself in the room.
Okay, our Jessie Garcia reporting about a situation going on at Carroll University, the university in Waukesha being on lockdown right now because of a report of a man with a gun on campus. We did talk to the associate director of public safety at Carroll, and he had told our newsroom that all students and staff are being asked to stay indoors because the campus is under lockdown after that report of a male with a firearm on campus. The text alert going out to students and staff at about 10:39 this morning, about a half hour ago.
The area that they were focused on, the report initially, as Jessie indicated, was near the tennis courts, which if you're looking here at our Google map that we've got on the desktop, tennis courts here, Barstow Street right here, some other campus buildings in the area. But it's not exactly a small campus either. Jessie mentioned that they might be a little bit of a ways away. You have a number of academic buildings in this area, and the campus goes for several blocks on the south end of downtown Waukesha. And if you're wondering again why Jessie Garcia is reporting to us from Carroll University, Jessie is a guest instructor at Carroll teaching journalism to students right now. She mentioned she has 13 students in the room with her right now. In fact, we first learned of the situation from Jessie. She is among those who received a text message from public safety at the university alerting them to this situation and telling them that they should remain on lockdown.
And Carroll University itself, we mentioned that it's in Waukesha. It has about 3,500 students, most of those part-time, most of those full-time undergraduate students. There are some part-time as well as graduate students in the university as well. You know, it's a lot like a lot of small colleges, but there are many people who live off campus, if you will, and go to school during the day and then have jobs and that type of thing otherwise. So just to give you an idea here of the makeup of the university.
And still popping around online to see whether the university is updated either Twitter, Facebook, or its main website with any additional information. Seeing none, we're going to wrap up our coverage for the moment so we can continue to gather information for you on this breaking news situation. Again, a gunman reported on the campus of Carroll University. The university remains on lockdown.
And stay with us for more breaking news updates. We will continue to monitor them and bring you information as it comes into our newsroom live at noon. Also, be sure to join us for a wrap-up of the complete events.